Hi, folks. Welcome to SK Rants, and this is Shyam here. It is an awesome time for Bangalore right now with regards to cinema technology. That is, after the long awaited upgrade which we were expecting for Koramangala IMAX, it finally got upgraded into IMAX with laser, and now we have something much more special, that is the Dolby Cinema. Back in March 2025, Dolby had officially announced that they are going to open their Dolby Cinema theaters across 6 locations in India. So from that time, we have been waiting, and out of that, the first Dolby Cinema got opened in 2025 July at City Pride Multiplex, Kharadi, Pune. So this location I had visited 2 times. That is once during the inauguration day, and the second time when Avatar released in December. So these 2 times I had visited this, and I had done a detailed review about this location, and I will give the link for that below. So now South India and Bangalore gets its first Dolby cinemas at AMB Cinemas, which is located at Gandhinagar. So this multiplex just recently got opened along with the Dolby Cinema last week, and this is the AMB Cinemas from the superstar Mahesh Babu of Telugu film industry. So after opening, I went to this venue 2 times again, like that is on the first day of opening on Friday, and also on the Dolby's official launch event, which happened on this Wednesday. So this screen is a genuine game changer in Bengaluru's cinema watching experience. Let's take a look at the location, the design, the technology, and the overall Dolby Cinema experience at this particular venue. So first, let's look at the location and the first impressions that we get when we visit the location. This Dolby Cinema is located at Screen 6 of AMB Cinemas Kapali, inside Kapali Mall on Subedar Chatram Road, Gandhinagar. A very central location right next to the old Movieland Theatre. This place has history. Kapali Theatre, which opened in 1968, was one of India's earliest cinerama halls and a major hub for Kannada cinema releases. Today, it has been reborn as a 9 screen premium multiplex with Dolby Cinema as its flagship screen. The exterior has a modern facade with large LED displays, and the venue was already buzzing on opening weekend. Parking is well managed with 3 basement levels, and accessibility is excellent. It is very close to Nadaprabhu Kempegowda metro station, Majestic bus stand, and KSR railway station, making it easy to reach from across the city and even outside Bengaluru. Before getting into the screen itself, let's do a quick recap on what Dolby Cinema is. Dolby Cinema is a premium theatrical format developed by Dolby that combines Dolby Vision projection and Dolby Atmos audio into a single tightly calibrated system. Visually, it uses dual 4K laser projection with Dolby Vision HDR, delivering extremely high contrast, true blacks instead of gray, very bright highlights, and a much wider color gamut. On the audio side, Dolby Atmos uses object-based sound, allowing audio to move freely around and above you, creating a full three-dimensional sound field. This is paired with acoustically treated auditoriums, wall-to-wall screens, and optimized seating layouts. This results in a cinema experience that's engineered, not just upgraded. Now we will move on to the inside tour and the auditorium design. The Dolby Cinema screen is located on 5th floor, accessible via lifts or escalators from the 3rd floor main multiplex entrance, with the complex spreading across 3 floors. You enter into a grand lobby featuring a unique wall showcasing Spotify playlist of superstar Mahesh Babu's songs, which you can scan and play, which is a very nice personalized touch. The lobby has artistic ceiling lighting, and on the left is the first black entrance door with Dolby Cinema branding and Dolby logo door handles. After this, you pass the food and beverage counter, followed by a second entrance door. Entry into the auditorium happens via a small sealed transition space that opens directly into the mid seating section. Interestingly, this location does not have the Dolby Cinema tunnel entrance seen in international locations and also in the Dolby Cinema Pune, but the double door ceiling ensures proper lighting and sound isolation, so it's not a deal breaker. The auditorium interior and the design, the seating, everything is unique. The entire auditorium is finished in deep matte black from walls to ceiling, eliminating light reflections and helping HDR visuals stand out. The walls are completely clean and uninterrupted. There is no visible speakers or clutter here. Everything is architecturally concealed. Lighting is one of the highlights here. You get electric blue LED aisle lighting and continuous blue LED strip along the side walls, giving the space a futuristic premium look while keeping the screen distraction free. Seating consists of wide cushioned recliner seats with thick backrests. It has like broad armrests, cup holders, and a very clear AMB Cinemas branding. The last row features fully button controlled recliners, adding a more premium feel. Row spacing is generous and seating rake is steep enough to maintain clean sightlines even from the lower rows. The screen is huge, slightly curved, and visually edge to edge, with no visible borders or masking. It sits low enough to feel immersive without being overwhelming, and it completely dominates the room. All Dolby Atmos speakers are hidden behind this acoustic fabric, keeping the visuals clean and making sound feels like it is coming from the space itself. Overall, this is an auditorium designed to disappear once the lights go out. So now let's look at some of the technologies that this screen flexes. If you see, like, this is what it makes it to be Dolby Cinema. This Dolby Cinema uses Christie's H4D3 dual 4K RGB laser projectors, meaning two native 4K RGB laser units working together for brightness, precision, and redundancy. The screen runs at native 4K resolution with a 2.39:1 scope aspect ratio, allowing widescreen films to fill the screens completely. The screen is Dolby Cinema certified with a 1.4 gain and measures 65 feet wide by 27.5 feet tall. Contrast is rated at a staggering 1 million is to 1 with 3x color volume, delivering deep blacks and intense highlights. Brightness reaches Dolby Vision HDR standards, going up to 31 foot Lamberts or 108 nits, far beyond standard laser projection. Audio is handled by Dolby Atmos with 64 discrete channels, powered by Dolby's own proprietary speakers imported from Netherlands, not the third-party systems. This allows Dolby to tune the entire audio chain end to end. There is no 3D here, unfortunately, despite the system support, due to some of the viability and logistical constraints. However, the screen supports high frame rates up to 60 FPS in 4K and 120 FPS in 2K, making it future ready. All of this is paired with luxury recliner seatings designed for long immersive runtimes. This is reference grade cinema technology. So, this is the favorite section of mine where I talk about the overall Dolby Cinema experience at this venue. On the opening day, the screen played the Telugu Sankranti film Manashankara Varaprasad Garu starring superstar Chiranjeevi. While this movie was Dolby Vision and Atmos graded, it wasn't an ideal content to fully judge the screen's capabilities. During the official Dolby launch event, however, we got a full technical presentation along with multiple demo clips. So some of the clips which they showed here were the teaser of Varanasi movie, the trailer of the Telugu movie Dacoit, the Mark 10 sequence in Top Gun Maverick of Tom Cruise, and that F1 movie Daytona race footage. And they had also played this Suseki song from movie Pushpa, and also the Spice Harvester scene from Dune Part 2, and the Rainbow Road sequence from Mario Bros. Movie. These were all followed by a screening of the Kannada movie Kantara 2. Among these, the Indian content like the Varanasi trailer showed excellent Dolby Vision grading with strong contrast and visible skin texture detail. We could hear Mahesh Babu's roar resounding across the auditorium. The Top Gun Mach 10 sequence delivered powerful tactile bass, especially before hitting the hypersonic speeds. Dune and F1 clips showcased precise surround placement, while the Mario Bros was a vibrant HDR showcase with excellent contrast. Dolby's own demo clips clearly demonstrated true Dolby Vision blacks. With this screen, Bangalore now has a movie watching experience that genuinely matches international standards. One question that all of us will always have is the ticket prices. So this screen, being a PLF screen, they have kept the ticket prices at like on par with any other PLF screens across Bangalore. That is from about 250 rupees to 650 rupees. That is 250 for the front couple of rows, and the middle areas will come up to 450 rupees, and the recliners on the back it comes up to 650 rupees, which is okay. It's like not very cheap, not very costly, in that range they have kept it. So other than that, this auditorium, that is this AMB Cinemas multiplex, have 8 other screens in addition to the screen 6, which is the Dolby Cinema. So these screens are a mix of flat and scope aspect ratios, and they are all 4K laser projections. And audio wise, they have like a mix of Dolby Atmos and Dolby 7.1 screens. Screen 1 and Screen 2 are flat screens with 4K laser projection and Dolby Atmos, making them solid all rounders for mainstream releases. Screen 3 is a scope format Luke screen, again with 4K laser projection and Dolby Atmos, offering a more premium seating and viewing experience. Screen 4 also uses 4K laser projection but with Dolby 7.1 audio and is set up in a scope aspect ratio. Screen 5 brings back Dolby Atmos paired with 4K laser projection in scope format, ideal for immersive sound heavy films. Screen 7 is another scope format screen with 4K laser projection and Dolby 7.1 audio. And finally, Screen 8 is a flat screen with 4K laser projection and Dolby 7.1, while Screen 9 rounds things off with a scope format 4K laser screen paired with Dolby Atmos. Overall, every screen here is laser based, which keeps the visual quality consistent across the entire multiplex, with Dolby Cinema clearly positioned as the flagship experience. That wraps up my first look at Bengaluru's Dolby Cinema at AMB Cinemas Kapali. I am excited for the upcoming Dolby Cinemas, specifically the one which is coming up at Hyderabad at Allu Cinemas. That is gonna be mind blowing, is what I have heard till now. So that will be the next location which I will travel for, especially to watch, to get the experience and on that massive screen. So that's about it for this time. Have you been to this screen at Dolby Cinemas Bangalore yet? So if you have, just comment about your experience right below. Also, if you are planning to watch a movie here soon, like this video, and also please subscribe to see more about cinema theater tech dives and also the experiences. See you at the movies. Peace.